This isn't sketchy at all, eh, bro? Jesus.
You've got to test it for me.
What's that?
You've got to test it for me.
Bloody hell, Blake said we can't get down this way, so I let down the slip and we've come to a dead end already. Don't frickin' fall down there, bro. Blake's one of these North Island hunters. He's not used to steep hills. He's used to nice, gentle rolling country. The Ruahinis. Piece of piss, mate. Hey, makes you feel alive. Just smoke him. Smoke him. Oh, I think you missed him, dude. You missed him. He's just down and left of where he was. Hold it, don't shoot yet, I'll just readjust. Right, when you're ready. No, that was high and left. What's going on, bro? You're pulling your shots, or is it your rifle? You still see him, Blake? Yep. No, yeah. You see him, Smitty? He's gone back up and right.
Back where he was, bro.
Moving around where he originally was.
Right. Yep, he's down.
Is he coming down?
Yeah.
Alright, there he goes.
Down, here he is.
Oh, he stopped.
Keep going. Keep going. Yep, here he is. Yep.
Shit, he stopped there, has he?
Yep.
Bugger. Oh no, there he comes, here he comes.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
Keep coming, keep coming.
Are you videoing me?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, yes.
Keep coming. Oh, out of sight. Where is he?
In the puddle.
Where is he? Is he in the creek?
He's in the water, yeah.
So nice one, bro. You hit him on the first shot, eh?
Yeah, bro. Just a bit of a delayed kill. You
Nice.
wanted me to shoot him. I wanted to wait for him to turn broadside, but gave me the order, so I had to pull the trigger.
Fucking shoot him. Good work, mate. What sort of calibre and gun you using, mate?
338 edge, 300 grain Berger Elite Hunter projectile, 2,720 feet per second.
Seemed to do the mustard, eh?
Yeah, mate. She's a Tahr slayer.
And that's where he was, up on that slip there. How far do you reckon that was, mate?
That was 414 yards.
Just point out to where he was. Right up there. Awesome. There you go. One animal in the bag. Pretty happy with that.
You might as well carry on up there and get the big one up the top.
We're just saying that it's pretty awesome. We've only been here for a couple of hours and we've already nailed a bull. Not even half a kilometre from camp, or maybe, yeah,
Oh yeah, it is. It's
just over half a k from camp, and back in time for tea and scones. Gentleman hunting. It's not a record breaker, but we're thinking about tomorrow crossing the river and going right up there. Although we'll see. We wanted to draw lots on that block. Smitty's pretty keen to go over there now, so is Blake, so is Jack. I don't really care, I just like being up here with my friends. Yeah. Oh, he's right there, he's right there. Hit him again. He's gone left, see him? Can you see him? Got him.
Nice one, bro. Nice one.
Here he comes.
Right. Good shit. Come on, you fucker.
Keep going. Oh, he stopped right there. Oh, you'll get that.
I'll get him.
Yeah.
Yes! Good shit.
That's not your first day?
Nah, that's my second. Third.
Good. I thought it was a cherry popper then, but it's not. Not a cherry popper.
Oh, look, he's stuck in.
He might come down. Hold it, bro. Don't shoot him again. Wait. Don't shoot him.
Pick himself down.
Go. Shot, bro.
Sweet!
So just to keep you updated, we were coming up here to find the bull that Smitty shot, and then from just up the hill, another bull started legging it up just above us, and Blake pulled out the old 270, pole-axed it off the shoulder. Unfortunately, I was a little bit slow to get the long lens on there, and then when I did get the long lens on, it didn't focus as it was falling down, but that's alright. And Smitty's just up. Hey bro, wait there! Wait there! Smitty's just up getting his other bull under the waterfall. We'll go up and join him. Oh, right there. Whoa. 13. Ah.
Oh, look, that looks alright, eh? I've got a tape down in my bag.
I don't think he's going to go 13, but I'd say he'd be over 12. Regardless, it's a heck of a trophy. Not very hard earned. Oh, awesome. Probably the easiest bull you've ever shot, eh?
Right. Too easy.
Quite good it's not a 13-incher because it was just too easy. It wasn't hard earned at all. Bit of a walk up a hill and then boomfer. The next one's probably going to be a damn sight harder, I hope. Like the hard earned ones.
This bull I shot, before I shot him, he was scraping the bushes and stuff with his horns, and it can be a sign of dominance, and that's how often that you get a broomed horn, because they've been scraping them on rocks and stuff trying to be the dominant bull.
So I've always wanted to eat some tar testicles. Tonight's the night. We're going to do it. We've got 4 testicles. We're going to chop them off, take them back down to camp, fry them up, see what they taste like. The original mountain oyster right there. I don't have great hopes that they're going to be delicious, but you never know. Bit of salt and pepper, slap them in a sandwich, butter. Anyway. Oh mate, you cut one of them in half.
Oh, half an oyster for me.
Jesus. Smitty's rich, eh? Just wasting the oysters like that. Fuck, they actually smell pretty good. Wanna go?
No, bro. Oh, right,
Tastes alright, doesn't it?
yeah. Come on.
Blake didn't even really have a proper lick. Wonder if that's how he eats pussy. Did the job, eh?
Yeah, bro. 300 grain pill.
I lost my steel the other day, and Blake's is just down there a couple of 100 metres in his bag, so if you forget your steel, folks, Blake's just given me this tip. He's a butcher by trade. You can use another knife to sharpen it up with. Just on the back of the other knife. Just found a sweet crystal. Look at that. Mean as. That's how you cut some nuts off, bro.
Oh, is it?
The nut chopper, look at that, eh? All those years in butchery school finally paying off. Took a bit of a wrong turn and cut into the forest too quickly, and we're not lost, but we're just not out in the grassy tussock. We're on the side of a hill in the bush. That'll happen. Hard day on the hill.
It was actually. Bit of a shock to the system.
Boys hanging out for a feed of oysters. There, grab one. Good. Really?
Yeah, they are.
You gonna finish that or what?
Yeah. In good time.
Good time. Blake's not convinced. He took a little nibble and chucked the other half away. See what Smitty has to say.
Tastes a bit like scallops.
Not bad, eh?
Oh, they're right.
The outside's a bit chewy, eh? So there we go. Us Māoris don't mind them, but the Pālangi over there, not too keen. It's from Reparoa too. There's a bit of a skin on the outside. I should have trimmed the silver skin off. That inside is very soft and incredibly tender. And quite nice. My hands actually smell of bull tar from skinning the animal before, but
You sure this was its nutsack?
yep.
You don't put a sphincter in there for me?
No. No tiddles on this trip. Am I still recording? Yes. So pretty good, there we go, we have it. The jury is out. Tar nuts, the original mountain oysters, very, very good chewing. Just have to get rid of that silver skin around the edges and cook the very inside of it, and they're very tender. We'd better leave a couple for Jack actually. If you didn't know what they were, Blake, do you think you'd eat them?
Absolutely, I love them. They taste nice, it's just the fact that I know what they are. They make me want to vomit.
And your hands probably still smell like tar nuts too, eh? You have to say, when they're in the furry pouch, they do smell quite stinky, and we have just shot a couple of tar. Yep, and definitely smell like tar. They're quite it's amazing how soft these furry pouches are. Anyway, it's getting dark now. We're going to cook us a feed and go to bed. Jack's got back and he's trying the tar nuts. He doesn't believe us that they're tar nuts. It's quite good, aren't they? Quite tender and soft, and
I don't know about tender or soft, but they're edible.
they're edible.
They're edible. If I was lost and starving in the wilderness, I might live on them for a bit.
But if you had a dipping sauce, it'd be the go, eh? Well, I thought they actually came with their own dipping sauce, but they don't. If you didn't know they were tar nuts, though,
I wouldn't have picked it.
nah, it's quite amazing. And they don't have that real muttony, greasy taste that sheep nuts have. So, real mountain oysters from the mountains are much better than pretend sheep mountain oysters. There you go, it's a winner.
You're obviously an expert on eating nuts, Josh.
Blake had really wanted a bull with a nice blonde mane for quite a few years, and when this one stepped out opposite our campsite, we decided he was a good one to harvest, so we took him and then carried on up the hill.
Did I get him?
Yeah mate, dropped him like a sack of potatoes. We've been climbing for about 40 minutes now. We're out of water. Haven't had anything to drink since our cup of tea, or 2 cups of tea. We're going to push up where Jack is, up across to these ridges over here, and then once we get across there, hopefully we'll get into some guts or some basins that are holding some water, because I'm pretty parched. I know Smitty is. I think everyone's pretty dehydrated right now. Blake's gone across down there. We got to a really steep bit, and he's got vertigo, so it doesn't even look that steep on camera, but it's really steep and really exposed. It's pretty vertical. I'm straight up and down, and that's level, and that's the way we got to go. We'll probably do better across there, I think, than we are up here. We were going to go up and sidle along to that basin, but we've left it for Blake. Now we're going to push on that way, and there's heaps of country over there. I think we're going to gain a lot of altitude and then bloody drop again. Ground's pretty hard underfoot. What do you reckon, bro?
Hopefully we get into some good tar numbers in this new country. I went round where Blake's going last night on top, and there's plenty of nannies, but didn't see any bulls. I waited right till dark as well, like literally as long as I could wait, and the bulls didn't show, so it tells us they're all in the scrub coming up. Night time, back in the scrub during the day. Cunning old buggers.
What you found, bro?
Water.
Bloody water. Thank Christ for that.
Don't get cold without it, do you?
No. Well, we've come to the top of the hill. Well, we're not really at the top. We're about halfway up, and we think the tar, or the animals, are all living below us here along that bush line in the scrub. So we've got a pretty good vantage point. Where we camped last night is down that ridge over there. You can't quite see it, and our base camp is right down where those clearings are, just upstream a bit. So that's our base camp, where the big tent is way at the bottom of the valley. We're quite a way up. Now we're just going to sit here and glass for a while and see if we can pick up some animals along the scrub out. I reckon we'll see a couple, and then Jack's going to put his fancy dress costume on and sneak in on one, and Smitty's going to shoot a 13-inch bull. That is the plan. We're in a really good position to spot tar here. We're above them, and they generally look down the hill for danger, so if we see some, we should be able to sneak in on them without them seeing us. Smitty's just found a better campsite. Unfortunately, all our tents and stuff are down there at our last one. Gonna have a munch. I've got my Stony Creek Prima Loft on to stay warm. Hey Smitty, what's going on?
Just spied a big bull on the bush edge. Textbook place for a mature trophy tar. 800 yards away, so we'll close the gap down to under 300 and have a crack at him.
We're going to close the gap right down to a couple hundred metres, maybe less. So we're sneaking through this long grass. We're going to pop up right above him, so it's going to be primo position for videoing. Not so good for a shot because he's going to be facing us head on, so we might have to get him to stand up before we can blow him away. If he's with harvesting, Smitty's only going to shoot him if he's 13 inches. We've got a bit of a problem. He's lying down facing us, and Smitty's a bit nervous about not putting one in the boiler room and dropping him, because if he disappears over the edge, it's so steep we might not recover him. What do you reckon, Smitty? I reckon just under his nose, eh? Awesome. No, he's spine shot, or maybe. No, get him again. Get him again. Shot. That dropped him. Yeah, bro. You can't see him yet. We can see a bit of a cliff just where he rolled over. Smitty's fizzing at the mouth. Fizzing. You go 12, eh?
Look, it's all loose, see that? There's no way he'd get a feed. Bet you he's skinny as hell.
How old is he, mate?
First growth rings here, which is the first 18 months. They do their majority after that, so 18 months, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5, Jesus, 8.5, 9.5,
10.5,
10.5.
10.5, 12, like 13 years old.
He's a
Or
real old boy.
You can feel his hips in here. He's real skinny.
wow.
See these on his horns, so he's lost a lot of height from years of brooming.
Yep.
He's a real good, typical West Coast scrub bull. It's a real good example, actually. I don't know how long he is yet, but
It smells like one too.
yeah. It's a real mature bull, eh? I couldn't be happier than shooting something like that.
It's a bloody good effort. We put the hard yards in, come right up here, figured out where he was going to be, right on the cliff edge next to the bush, so if the choppers come he could dive over. Sure enough, boom, there he is.
I can take a picture down there.
It was a good stalking on him, and yeah, closed the gap right into 200 metres, was it?
Yeah, man. We put in some hard yards coming up that hill. I was struggling with the load on, but I knew it'd be worth it when we got up here.
Good stuff.
This is what it's all about.
And there's hooks on him.
Oh, he's smaller because of this. All this is gone.
Yeah. That was all ridged out.
10.25.
Oh, looks like the relentless pursuit hasn't stopped. I was really hoping this was going to be the 13-incher, so we'd have to stop climbing these bloody mountains all the time, but no. Looks like we're in for another year of climbing mountains, searching for that elusive 13-inch bull. Any thoughts?
I'm a bit disappointed, but I'm not, because this bull is super old. He's just about dead. He's got no weight left in him. And the reason he's so short, I think, is because of all the wear on his horns. This should really be up there,
Yeah.
right round. So you lose a lot of length there. This is definitely a good character bull.
It is, eh? Look at
Yeah.
look at all the marks and ridges on him.
Yeah, and this one's completely smooth. So
It's amazing his horns are still sharp, isn't it? Considering
Yeah.
how old he is, it really is amazing.
yeah,
He looks real good from this angle,
he's got the height.
and he's got those horns curving back into
Yeah,
him
that's
too.
it.
He'd probably go 13 inches, eh?
Yeah.
If he had all his ridges
There's
on there.
there's no reason why he wouldn't. It's about as mature as you get, because he's just about gone. He's just about dead.
So there you go. Bloody good trophy. Good trophy. Lots of character in them horns. After sitting down, glassing for a good probably hour, haven't seen any animals over there, so we're just going to pull pin and go back to camp. The sun's about to drop behind that hill, so get back before it gets dark, cup of tea, smash a feed into us, go to bed. Shit, Blake's still on the hill, eh? We bloody made it. What a long day. That was a long day, and we saw how many animals? One.
Got him though.
We did get him. It was a good one too. She was a pearler. Old Smitty's still at the top of the hill. We just blew on down there. He's got a bit more weight than us. He's got a whole bunch of meat. Bull Tuscan head. Poor bastard. Just cooking some steak and onion and heart for dinner. It's good. It's real good. It stopped snowing. It was snowing for a while, then it's just stopped. Here's boss.
Check this hardcore dude out. He's slept on a Tuscan from yesterday and used the head as a pillow. That's pretty hardcore.
Look at that.
Oh, it's
He's hard as nails, this Jackie boy. I think we'll keep him on. Might have to, I think. Wow. As you may or may not know, I dropped a couple of cameras in the drink up in Derva Island when I was fishing from the boat, the DNA boat of Happy Times. So, unfortunately, a lot of the footage from the tar hunting trip has been cut short. However, we still have some footage from the long lens, and I would like to start off by showing you what happened to us that morning. We got up and were about to embark on a hunt when over the hill came a helicopter into our tar block, into the wilderness area. Oh, it's a squirrel, is it? Wasn't allowed inside the wilderness area. It was not allowed in our tar block at this stage, and proceeded to blast up the valley right in front of us with a shotgun and buckshot. It's a blue squirrel with a white pot underneath. Not too sure whose machine is. We can't make out any numbers or anything. No, is it a squirrel or a notar? Doesn't sound like a 500, sounds like a squirrel, doesn't it? I understand heli hunting's a business. I understand people need to keep these machines up in the air, but they shouldn't be allowed into the tar hunting blocks. They weren't actually allowed into the tar hunting blocks when we were up there. It was still May, so they were not allowed in there until mid-June or sometime, I'm not too sure, but I know that they were not allowed in there. James Scott assured me that they shouldn't be in there, and yet they came in and blasted up some tar right in front of us. So instead of hunting that valley, we opted to climb back down the hill, which took another 3.5 hours, back to camp. It was a day wasted because of said helicopter. There he goes, animal underneath, flying off home for a cup of tea and scones.
Meanwhile, we've got 4.5 hours down the fucking hill back up. For no scones. Maybe a cup of tea.
How we can make some scones in the camp oven, actually. Might even wrap up some bread.
Full tar stew.
There he goes. Oh, he's sitting down right there.
For a photo op, probably.
Yep, he's going to take a photo with lovely mountains in the background. Look at the animal I just shot. I didn't get any more footage of our camp, well I did, but it's in the camera that ended up in the bloody drink. So the next day we got up and we spied a bull up a slip, so we decided to send Jack in dressed up in his tar suit, tar helmet outfit with his bow to see if he could get close. He got in there, he got fairly close, and then the bull cottoned on to him as he was climbing down across the valley, and we had Smitty set up further down. Right, he's seen him. The animal's seen him. You can see the bull tar top left of screen. It's right at the top left of screen. Looking down. Jack's just on the horizon line. He's got a bit of a cliff to climb down. He's herding his nannies towards cover. Hopefully he'll come down and fight Jack. That'd be sweet. Looks like he's out of here. He's moving back towards cover. Then we're going to have to make the call, get Smitty to shoot him.